Oh hey! Welcome to Filmtopia. My name is Ricardo Acosta and I'm gonna give you 10 reasons why I think you should enter this weekend's No Sleep Till Film Fest. Don't know what that is? It's okay. We'll find out. Come on. So if you weren't already aware, the Russo brothers are going to be hosting a 48-hour filmmaking competition called No Sleep Till Film Fest.
No sleep till
Film Fest.
And if you ask me, that's pretty freaking cool. And I'm super excited, I'm super pumped. I want to enter it, but I really want you guys to enter it. So today's video is gonna be a little bit about encouraging you to join and to enter into this competition because I think it has a lot of pluses, and you never know, you may have an inner filmmaker in you. But to further explain what this competition is about, I'll let the Russo brothers take it from here.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Russo.
And I'm Anthony Russo.
And we're here to officially announce AGBO's inaugural No Sleep Till Film Fest 2-day filmmaking challenge, wrapped up in one sleepless weekend. We have 48 hours to make a film, a short one, 3 minutes or less. You just don't know what that film is going to be yet.
Not until Friday, April 16th, when we release our prompt, which is going to be kept under wraps until then. So grab a camera, get your filmmaking team together, or just plan on doing everything yourself. But you're going to have to make a short film that fits our prompt by 48 hours later on Sunday, April 18th.
I want to encourage everyone, of course, to respect social distancing guidelines in your area, but get creative with your collaboration, because using limited resources can sometimes lead to the best ideas.
Yes, so the judges for this wonderful adventure are going to be Joe and I, our personal heroes, Christopher Markus and Steve McFeely, as well as several other key partners of ours at AGBO.
We also have some amazing prizes for our festival winners. Everything from camera equipment from our friends at Red Digital, a sweet ride from Story Bikes, which is a great electric bike company, final draft software, even a storyboard still of your film from a storyboard artist who works with us. You'll also be part of the AGBO Storytellers Collective, which is an inaugural alumni program from AGBO offering support, mentorship, and resources to artists throughout all stages of their careers.
So all the information for this festival and the guidelines for it will be available on agbo.com, along with some great resources you can use to prepare.
Can't wait to see what everyone cooks up, so get your cameras and start shooting.
Yeah, get ready.
Right now, I'm gonna try to convince you to join this weekend's No Sleep Till Film Fest. Let's get into it. Number one, for the love of movies. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of a movie. Maybe that's a problem and I should get that checked out, but the fact of the matter is that movies have helped shape my life. Storytelling via the visual medium has essentially molded who I am. And I just think that's such a powerful notion. So any chance that you could possibly get, I could possibly get to express that, to outwardly show my love for movies by making a movie, sign me up. Number two, a great first step into storytelling and filmmaking. Listen, if you've ever had a creative inkling or a creative desire to see something go from nothing to a full-blown project, masterpiece, this is gonna be the opportunity to experience that, to watch yourself plant a seed and watch it grow into whatever it may turn into. At the end of the day, it may not turn out to be what you wanted it to be, or it may turn out to be even better than you expected, but you will never know unless you try. Think of all of this as a small digital push into what is the filmmaking world. Number three, the barrier to entry is none, meaning it's free. You don't have to pay any money, you don't have to put anything down. All you need is this and perhaps a cell phone camera. That's it. There's nothing else you need. Everything else is luxury. Sometimes, and I speak from experience, the best stories can be told with limited resources. And that's because it forces you to put yourself in a position to think, how can I maximize this camera? How can I maximize these lights? How can I maximize my talent? Do I use myself as talent? So with it being free is not a negative thing. It is absolutely 100% a positive thing, and it just allows for more people to enter. Number 4, ridding yourself of analysis paralysis. I know for me, there have been times where I have all these ideas, I have everything written down, I have, again, ideas up the wazoo, but for some reason I can't make them, or I can't execute them, or I can't get myself to do it. And as weird as that may sound, and I hope that you never go through this, the beauty about this competition is that the Russo brothers are going to give us a prompt. It's gonna go ahead and shave off one layer of this whole entire process that you don't have to worry about. With competitions like these, the beauty is that they're not so open-ended. They have a theme, they have a prompt. Prompts have the unique ability to centralize your thoughts, but at the same time unlock your unlimited imagination. Number 5, practice, 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 practice. I call this one eating a slice of humble pie. I don't know how many times I've said or I've heard someone say something like, why did it take that person that long to do that? Why are we on the 15th take? Or this is my favorite, if I had a better camera or if I had a bigger film crew, I could make that thing 10 times better. Oh man. Listen, I promise you that whether or not you have the next Oscar-winning script or Oscar-winning short right here, practicing day in and day out will be the key to pushing storytelling and filmmaking forward in ways we currently can't even imagine. A saying that I came up with and something that I just sort of live by is, trying is doing, doing is improving, improving is trying again. So make sure to practice, 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 and this is an example of that. Whether or not you're an incredible filmmaker or again, you're just starting off, this film fest is gonna allow you to practice, again, allow you to find out certain things. And that actually segues to our next reason why you should. Number 6, this competition can help highlight your strengths and your weaknesses. And sometimes we can't find out what those things are unless we get put in positions like these, which is go into this film competition with your own set of expectations, right? And then once you do that, you start realizing, man, if I want my movie to look like this, and it doesn't come out like that, you'll most likely take away and learn as to why it didn't come out the way it did. Was it because you didn't light the scene properly? Was it because the script supervising wasn't on par? You know, there's certain things like that that you'll only be able to find out when you've done it. I highly, highly recommend this competition in order to continue hashing out what your strengths and weaknesses are, so eventually they can just turn all into strengths. Number 7, which is career development, finding out your place on set. I think this one right here is my favorite one because it means so much. I will always contend that if I would have realized at a younger age that there were more positions and more departments on a movie set, you know, outside of just actors or walkie-talkie people, as I used to call them, I think I could have realized my potential or found my career path or just, again, found what I want to do for the rest of my life sooner. To know that there are positions that could utilize skill sets such as carpentry, makeup, taking notes, getting or making food, and just so many more positions and more things on a movie set that you could do to contribute to that movie to me is game changing. But again, I think something that this film competition can do is help you realize those things faster. One of the things that I hope to do over the course of many, many years is make sure to relay that information to the younger generation so that no one necessarily has to hit their aha moment later than they actually need to. Number 8, you want to win. Maybe some of you out there are driven by competitiveness. Striving to make something the best is an admirable trait that I think any filmmaker, any storyteller would be lucky to have. If that sounds like you at all, then perfect. If you win, AGBO is gonna hook you up with prizes from Red, digital cinema camera, Final Draft, story bikes, and also hopefully an invitation into AGBO's inaugural alumni association. So there's that. Number 9, networking and friends. Although this one might be a little bit more difficult this year, the fact is nowadays we don't necessarily need to be in person to make friends, to be able to movie make. You could achieve it completely remotely, albeit it's not as much fun, but it can be done. And on top of that, it could lead to lifelong friendships, lifelong partnerships. I mean, you really never know. I'll tell you from personal experience, you know, being able to do this YouTube channel and grow this community has been something that I've never experienced before. This is completely new to me, and it's just very mind-blowing that I'm able to make friends, I'm able to connect, I'm able to find common ground with so many people across all over the world. It's not just here in the US. I'm making friends in India, in Australia. I think that's just such an awesome thing that the internet can provide to us. With that said, I know that this year is a little bit more difficult as far as being able to assemble a crew and physically be with each other, but that shouldn't stop you from continuing and trying to make the best film possible. And please, 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 if you do meet up with, you know, people outside of your household, do make sure to follow social distancing guidelines and be safe. Be safe. Last but not least, number 10. It is your creation. That, what you came up with, what you ended up with, whatever you made, whatever it is that you end up putting your blood, sweat, and tears into, will ultimately be yours. Listen, I'm totally aware, and I speak from experience, that the product, you know, whatever it is that you come up with, end up with, might not necessarily be what you thought it was, what it could have looked like if you had a little bit more time. That's not the point you should hearken on. Instead, the point that you should focus on is the fact that you tried. The fact that you gave it your all. The point is, you are a better storyteller. You are a better movie maker. You are better than you were yesterday. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, no one can take that from you. Number 11, as a bonus reason as to why you should enter this film festival, is simply and pretty obvious. The fact that you get to say you participated in a filmmaking competition hosted by the filmmakers of the Avengers. That is a huge boost of confidence and a huge, just really great feeling to know that you were a part of something legendary. And don't forget, this is the inaugural one. This is the first No Sleep Till Film Fest. So you also get to be part of the first class. And I think that's pretty cool. And with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and most of all, that this helped encourage you to want to try this weekend's filmmaking competition. I know, like I said, I'm going to be participating, so if you would like to see my entire journey go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the Filmtopia YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm gonna take you from basically today, starting today, all the way until pre-production, principal photography, and then post-production, and end up just showing you guys what I end up making. So with that said, I just want to give a big thanks to the Russo brothers and everybody involved in creating this. I think that this is such a monumental step forward in creating the next generation of filmmakers. So with this, that makes that possible. And with that said, thanks so much. I'll catch you guys next time, and peace.